Okay, today I'm going to do a quick dish. It's tomatoes, very healthy dish. Have it for breakfast, snacks, have it with a meal whenever you like. All the ingredients are healthy. Olive oil, which is really good. But what we've got, I've made it up. I'm just going to quickly give you an overview. There's salt, pepper, garlic, and if you got time, herbs. Right, all you have to do, wash your tomatoes, take the stalks out, top, just give them a little nick, a little X or a cross, whichever you prefer to call it. Place them into a tin that's something like that. You want it fairly deep. Once it's in, get your olive oil, a good glug over the top of the tomatoes till you've got probably something like nearly 1/4 inch of oil in the bottom there. Like I said, it's healthy oil. It's really good for you. It helps with the cholesterol, breaks down a lot of the bad cholesterol, helps the good cholesterol. Get as many of these as you like. I like loads of these, so there you go. There's you can either peel them, or you can leave the skin on. Just drop them in the gaps. Like I said, the reason for putting the oil on first is because if we put the seasoning on and such, it'll just fall off the top of the tomatoes. With the oil, it helps to ease it to the tomatoes. So then some salt, some cracked pepper, and you can either use this fresh herbs, pick the herbs you like the most that go with tomatoes, or you can use the dried. It doesn't really make a hell of a lot of difference, to be honest. Put the herbs on there between the gaps and it'll look something like that. I shall put a picture of those just about there in the middle of the screen in a minute, and I'm going to put those in a nice hot oven, and we'll come back later and take them out. There you go. Back again, and there we have it. That was in the oven on 200 degrees, 30 minutes. As you can see, I'm not sure if I want to really poke one too much, but they're really lovely, soft and juicy. So definitely my finger isn't going in there. Garlic's all soft now, and the oil at the bottom is a mixture now of oil and the juices from the tomato and the oils that have come out of the garlic. So I'll show you what I do with it as we go a little bit further. Right, so now we've got the tomatoes back out the oven, as you've just seen what they should look like when they come out. I mean, if you want to, you can even do them a little bit further, just going that little bit dark on the top, doesn't matter. Then again, like I said, with this you can either put the tomatoes in a dish, you can put them on a plate, you can eat them with chunky bread, just break the bread and dip it in the oil and everything. Fantastic. But this is what I do. Normally you could either make toast that's that thick by buying the solid loaf, cutting it, or you can make slices of toast like that. You can put them side by side. I'm going to put them on top of each other like that, as you'll see why in a minute. I love butter on my toast, but for this, don't put butter on it. So I'll just show you the last bit. Spoon, as you can see, it's not a serrated spoon. You don't want a serrated spoon, not unless you're so fussy. I'll just move some of this cooked herb to one side. It's a nice sweet, it's nice and crunchy. Just then grab the amount of tomatoes you want to use. Let's see, what should we put on here? Should we be outrageous? Yes! And I'll put 4 on here, because I really do love them. And if we go into the dish, and I'll show you, we've got all these lovely garlics. You could sort of decorate a little bit on the top, put a few garlic around the side for a little bit of decoration. And then if we go back to the tin and we scoop up some of this liquid and just drizzle it on the top. Remember that this is oil and juice now, and you've got no butter at all on your toast, and this really is good for you. I used olive oil and oily fish to bring my cholesterol down once. The doctor was going, "What have you been doing? You must have been doing something. It's really gone down." And the good's gone up. Olive oil, oily fish, lovely. There you go. So we could take some of this now, just add it on there for a little bit of decor. I can't really show you it this way because obviously it would slide off the plate. So I'll show you a picture again round about here in a minute or two. You can now sprinkle parsley, whatever, on top if you want a little bit of greenery, just to give it a little bit of nice look. But there you go, it's a really healthy snack, and I would suggest that anyone that hasn't had it before, give it a go, because it really is nice. And if you're on a diet, these for breakfast, although they look drastic with this oil, they are really nutritious, healthy, and they're good for you. So there we go. Ta-da!